Start, you can see that we are in the patient's record within AS software, and this brings us to our patient cover. The patient cover really is a wonderful tool because it really provides a bird's eye view of everything that's been collected within AS software for this patient. You can see it set by template in a chronological order, really collecting everything that's been uh, acquired in AS during the pregnancy. So some of the features that make this very useful for the end user is without having to leave this page, going to a different system, whatever it may be, you can be able to get some very important pertinent details. So for example, say this patient came in today and the patient came in for a follow-up OB ultrasound. So without having to leave this page, you want to see some of the pertinent details, some of the highlights from the prior, most recent ultrasound. By simply hitting this plus button, you can see that it expands this section open, where now I can look at this most recent OB ultrasound and I can see what were the services provided with the CPT codes, what were the indications, and then what were the important physicians' comments, impressions, and recommendations. Again, being able to get this information without having to go anywhere else, staying within that desired workflow for the sonographer and the physician. But now let's build a new report. So to do that, I'm going to select on our drop-down menu. You can see within our template groups for OBGYN, we have all of our different reporting templates. For this demo, we're going to select an OB ultrasound. When I get into our OB ultrasound, I'll simply hit the plus sign for the new visit. And now you can see that it's today's date, and this is a live study. This first section is now live with this field performed by being highlighted. Now, this field is highlighted and it's associated to this micro dictionary that you see on the right-hand column. This micro dictionary is one of the most unique features within AS software that provides powerful reporting tools for the end user, along with a lot of tools that can allow them to streamline their workflow and maintain uniformity. As I toggle through, you'll notice that this micro dictionary, which is fully customizable field by field, changes with what would be needed with that associated field. To add something into the report, you simply would double click it, as you can see here with that location of MFM department. From here, I'd like to show how we can utilize that micro dictionary to enable automation within reporting. So if I move to our first section here, this is our orders section. If you had a bi-directional interface to your EMR, this is where we would simply grab those orders as they came over, and that would populate the next two sections, your services provided with your CPT codes and your indications with your ICD-10 codes. Obviously, with this demo, I'm not connected to an EMR, so I'll have to do this manually. But bear in mind that these tools with automation can be attached simply from those orders you're grabbing as they come over. So for today's demo purpose, imagine our demo patient, Sandy Salmon, came in today for a complete ultrasound singleton. When I double click this, you'll see that this little red dot here is notifying me that I've built in automation within that CPT code. So I'm going to double click and it's going to populate that procedure with the CPT code. But as I scroll down now, you can also see that I built out a full normal template. And again, all of these things are fully customizable for your unique facility. All of the measurements came over from the ultrasound system. And this full template would include and can include the physician's comments, impressions, and recommendations. So essentially with one click, you have a full normal report. You're simply charting by exception. So say for this demo example, this patient came in and everything did look normal, with one exception that as the abdomen was scanned, rather than the abdomen being of normal appearance, there was the finding of an enlarged gallbladder. Even within different fields for reporting, we can create automation and protocols utilizing the microdictionary. So here you can see with enlarged gallbladder, we have that in our microdictionary, but I've also built in that automation as I've mentioned. When I double click it, it's going to be bright, bold, and red. It'll show up as an alert on that final report. But notice as I scroll down now into the physician's impressions and recommendations, There's now that built-in automation giving this reporting on the impressions of an enlarged gallbladder and what the recommended follow-up would be. With 2 clicks, I have a beautiful, robust report. Anything that would be an alert show up as bright red and bold with those aforementioned comments, impressions, and recommendations. When the physician signs this report, multiple things will happen. It will lock the images. If they're being archived to PACS, they'll be sent to the PACS at this time. This pretty PDF report will also be faxed out to the referring physician. Along with that, that pretty PDF report will be sent back into the patient's chart within the EMR for viewing and visualization, along with an ORU HL7 message, sending those charges back, satisfying those charges within the EMR, truly creating a closed loop workflow. As you can see, AS Software's reporting is easier than ever, but still provides powerful, robust reporting tools for the physicians and sonographers that use it.